Yo, what's up? It's your boy Schlosser here, and today we're diving headfirst into the firestorm of modern video game storytelling and why, quite frankly, it's absolute dog shit. This rant's been brewing for a while, and I finally decided to sit down and hit record and just say what needs to be said. So buckle up, grab a drink, and let's get into this mess. Let's kick this off with the main reason why modern storytelling is dying a slow, painful death in video games. The people writing these games fucking suck. Not in the I disagree with your ideas kind of way. I mean, they genuinely have nothing of value to say. They keep hiring hobby activists, fresh out of college kids, and people who wouldn't recognize a compelling character arc if it slapped them across in the face in a cutscene. These are folks whose greatest life experience is probably a heated Tumblr argument over pronouns and a BA in finding yourself through interpretive dance. Instead of hiring writers who lived a little, who have scars and stories and substance, they're scooping up identity-obsessed NPCs who think a plot is just watching characters talk about how they feel for 10 hours straight. And guess what we get? Cardboard cutouts in cosplay, all yapping about who they are, how they identify, what role they play in society, and how the universe just doesn't understand them. Storytelling isn't just slapping a label on a character and watching him cry in a corner for 20 minutes. That's not storytelling, that's therapy. And even then, it's really bad therapy. What happened to actual depth? What happened to mystery, to nuance, to wondering who a character is by looking at their actions and choices, not through them delivering an on-the-nose TED talk about their personal journey of self-discovery 5 minutes after meeting you. Every character now is written like they're on a Twitter thread explaining their trauma, and instead of giving us layered personalities, we get identity paper dolls who exist only to be representations, not real people. Take Dragon Age the Veilguard, and yes, we are going there, where every character feels like they were created by a committee of HR interns trying not to offend anyone while checking off as many demographic boxes as possible. Congratulations, BioWare, you made the most sterilized, on-the-nose cast of wannabe adventurers since the Town Council of a Sins game. Let's pivot to something game writers today just don't seem to get. Indirect storytelling, not direct storytelling, indirect. Remember the classic Skyrim line? I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Boom. Instant intrigue, simple, iconic. Bad lines spawned memes, headcanon, anti-Reddit threads, and it just made you question, like, what happened to his knee? Why did he get shot in the knee? Did someone aim at his knee? Did he just get just happened? He just got shot in the knee for some reason? And what injury did he sustain that he cannot be an adventurer anymore, but can still be a guard? All from one throwaway line that hinted at a story. It makes you think. Now imagine if modern writers got their hands on that NPC. He'd say, "Hello, I'm guard NPC 24. I protect the Jarl of Windhelm, and once I failed a patrol due to injury." Bro, no one fucking cares. Like, you gave me info, but you said nothing. Like, this info is just hollow. And modern story writers, they make NPCs really feel like NPCs. They got this nailed down, like, those are NPCs. But we don't want NPC, we want the world, the characters to feel real. And there's the difference. One line pulls you into the world and makes you wonder what happened, and the other one basically is a pamphlet text stapled to an NPC's forehead. You want to see how to do it properly? Boot up Pillars of Eternity. I did recently, and right out the gate, in the very first village, you encounter named NPCs who don't even talk to you in dialogue. Instead, you touch their soul. Sounds weird, but hear me out. You get a little memory snippet, a flash of their past life, a strange little story that has nothing to do with your main quest, but suddenly You're curious. Who are those people? What happened to them? It's not even relevant, but it hooks you anyway. It makes the world feel alive and full of mystery. Even the characters you do talk to lie to you, hide things, spin their own versions of the truth. Some talk about a curse, others say it's a plague, some whisper about angry gods, and others say, oh, it's just satanic rituals, whatever. You don't know what's real, and that, my friends, is how you write a living, breathing world. You create curiosity, not checkboxes. Alright, next up, ladies and gentlemen, humor is dead. In Pillars of Eternity, for example, I play a high-intellect character, and guess what? I can roast people in dialogue, actual clever, snarky comebacks, sarcasm, irony, banter, the kind of stuff that sounds like humans actually talk. You make a sarcastic comment, and NPCs react like real people. Some laugh, some get pissed, some just roll with it. It's raw, it's organic, it's fun. Compare that to the modern RPGs where humor is boiled down to someone making a painfully forced joke, and then 3 other characters take turns explaining like it's a lecture series titled Comedy for Dummies. And speaking of explaining jokes, let's go back to Dragon Age the Veilguard, because it just has to get roasted again. We all saw the infamous push-up of the misgendering scene, right? If that wasn't the biggest fire chalk on fire moment in modern gaming, I don't know what is. And in case you missed the joke, don't worry, the writers will explain it, and then explain it again. And then has 2 more characters explain it from different angles, just to make sure you, the clearly brain-dead gamer, understood what just happened. That was a joke, by the way, just thought I explained it to you, because I'm bored to you, too stupid to know what a joke is. That's literally the energy the writing has. It's insulting to the average gamer. They take this scene that could have had something, a little world building, a glimpse into tradition, anything, and they beat it to death with exposition. You know how the scene should have gone? And then she punched the snake in the face. Oh shit, my bad, Tash. Goes over, does push-ups. What are you doing? Oh, lots of fortune thing. We call it pulling a barf. Screw up. Don't drop down. Own it. Boom, done. It doesn't need a 3-minute explanation. It doesn't need a comedy dissection. It doesn't need people explaining and trying to make reasoning why this is socially more benevolent to others, blah 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 blah. No, just keep it short, keep it simple. Let the people do the thinking. Like, it is obvious what it is. It doesn't need this whole dissection that comes after it. I'm challenging you. Go back, watch it. It's ridiculous how they just beat the dead horse over and over and over, and then this guy repeats it and this person repeats it, and it just gets explained until it's dead. Yeah, let us fill in the blanks. Let us wonder who Barf was. Let us think. Just keep it simple. So what's the takeaway? Modern video game writing sucks, and not because it's diverse, not because it tries to be inclusive, but because it's boring, sterilized, and hollow. The writers behind the stuff don't trust you to get the joke, so they spoon-feed every single thought, every single punchline, and every motivation into your mouth. You're just sitting there, getting inundated with this information, and it's not storytelling anymore. It's a PowerPoint presentation with cutscenes. These people aren't bringing any soul to the table. They're bringing a LinkedIn bias and a shelf full of Funko Pops. Nothing interesting going on in their lives except their favorite pastime of over-explaining their identity. Alright, I'm done. You get the picture. This has been your boy Schlotzer. Like, comment, and rage in the comments. I'll be there. Schlotzer out. See ya.